Market Monday, surprisingly a pretty good content schedule this week, aka Cruise Weekly Wildcards, the anime or Genki promo release 2, Divisional Dynasty release 2, which is the surprise of this week, and then Ultimate Legends. We're going to talk about mostly everything in this video, so let's get right into it with the new aka cards for this week. Gale Sayers makes his return to MUT. I forget how long it's been since he's been in Madden. He might have been in like a Madden 20. He might have been like in last year's game. I just don't remember it. But as far as I remember, last time he's been in the game, Madden 20. Randall Cunningham, really popular player, really fast. Unfortunately, both these AKA cards aren't the best at their position because they don't, get crazy boosts, because they both don't get the Super Bowl theme teams. They did not play in the Super Bowl, but still very popular players, and they're going for a pretty penny. And then finally, the Ed Too Tall Jones is the LTD of this week. Getting nothing special, very similar to George Karlaftis with the speed being 92. He, of course, is going to get the Super Bowl theme team chemistry. We got a surprise. This is EA's new gimmick, is dropping surprise LTDs on Monday. I'd like to see it actually probably on Tuesday rather than Monday, but Monday, first one being Dexter Lawrence, 97 overall, and the second one being Derwin James, 97 overall, 96 speed, so he's not going to be up there with 98, 99 speed, but these cards, Dexter Lawrence gets like inside, I think, secure tackler and interior threat for 0 AP. Derwin James gets flat zone and mid zone for 0 AP. The problem with these cards that I have is it costs so much. It's not pay to win. I never say MUT is pay to win, but it's pay to play. You only are able to earn 3 of the elevation tokens throughout the field pass in a set. The other, if you want to power up fully 2 players, you have to go out and buy 3 champions. It's 500k. That's 1.5 mil just to use what makes the card good, which is the discount abilities. I think the cards are really cool. X Factors and Prelits aren't my thing. I don't use them, but the discount abilities and the double discount abilities make these cards really good. You just got to make the tokens more affordable and accessible. So yeah, you got to spend, again, and we're getting another drop this Thursday, so we're going to have 8 champions, and now I think it'd be 8 LTDs, or if we get another Monday, it'll be 6 LTDs. If we get 2 more after Thursday, 8. So very cool promo, but very expensive, man. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. But now talking Weekly Wildcard, I usually don't talk about Weekly Wildcard on Market Mondays because there's not that much to talk about. Because the cards just aren't that good. They're not a part of any theme team. They don't get crazy abilities. We'll get into Ultimate Legends at the end of this video, but Weekly Wildcard is one of your 2 filler promos for the week. But why I wanted to just bring up Weekly Wildcards is the sets. Now, the sets aren't necessarily good right when the content drops, nor is it even good on Thursday, the day after content drops. The cards aren't that good. They're not that desirable on day 1. They're flooded a little bit from pack supply, so they're not like rare, you would say. However, I've been, updating sets on TGL, once or twice a week. And Weekly Wildcard sets, I'm not afraid to admit, they become very good over the weekend when people forget about them. Like Josh Myers, for example, this 95 center, and he was going for 500k all weekend, and you could have done his set for the low 400s. And it's just because people forget about these cards, and they're not packed that much. People aren't going out of their way to do the sets. So Weekly Wildcards, nothing really to do prepping wise, nothing really to do the day of or the day after. But once it gets to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, look at Weekly Wildcards for some good sets, and it'll be probably the new set champions that are 96 overall, but even some of the older ones that are 95 overall and 94 overall, you're just gonna have to math it out. But Weekly Wildcards, look at their sets over the weekend. Now on to Divisional Dynasty Release 2. Exciting content this week because I think we have a content release every day but Tuesday. I assume Genki release is going to be Thursday. Weekly Wildcards always on Wednesday. And from the content picture, it looks like we're getting Divisional Dynasties on Friday, which I really like. Going back to Divisional Dynasty Release 1, we had the low cards, right? 32 of them, 1 for each team, at 88 overall. And then the champions, which is like a divisional champion. So we'll get 8 champions again with 32 heroes at 91 overall. That was the same overall as the current champions and heroes at that time frame. So I am very confident in saying that I believe the low cards this week will be 93 overalls and the champions will be 96s. Now, will the cards be that good? Probably not. My hope for like just meta cards of this promo is offensive linemen getting Offensive linemen are now in that phase. They're starting to get random 0 AP abilities, and it's always good to get them on your team if you can afford them as a luxury, like the Josh Myers gets 0 AP linchpin, Rob Havenstein now gets 2 0 AP abilities. So we're entering that phase. So maybe we get 1 or 2 offensive linemen that get 0 AP abilities. They'll be very, very expensive. That's one thing with the Divisional Dynasty cards or any Team Affinity, Team Builder. They're going to be overpriced. Very, very good for the market. Very, very good for pack trash. So if you have a lot of like random, 86 to 92 overalls in your binder, you probably want to wait and hold those until Friday. See if they go in the set and then potentially do the set and sell either the hero or build the champion because they're, again, going to be going for a lot of coins. We'll have to wait and see. The champions for these cards, 8 champions, I assume to be 96 overall, and then 32 heroes at 93 overall. And then for the last segment of this video, Ultimate Legends, nothing to do with market. We have nothing to do to make coins with them. I just wanted to talk about how drastically disappointed I was with this content drop this past Saturday. I was actually planning on making a video Friday when they did the reveals for Ultimate Legends. Typically, the Ultimate Legend first release is one of the best content days of the entire year. It usually crashes the higher end market because the Ultimate Legends are the best cards in the game. You get like 8 to 10 of them. They're really, really good. And this year, Ultimate Legends might be the worst content moving forward for the remainder of the year alongside with Weekly Wildcard. It has turned out into a filler program, which sucks to say because ability-wise in these cards, which makes no sense, the 96 overalls get 1 discounted ability. Meanwhile, 95 overall Legends got 2 discounted abilities. Makes absolutely no sense, and I would like to think that EA would sit there, look at the mistake they made and go, okay, we're gonna adjust for week 2 moving forward. But it's EA. A lot of times, whatever they do initially, they don't adjust the rest of the year, like the field pass, like the comp pass. They pick out their reward structure and they just kind of tinker with it. They don't really adjust it at all. In fact, they take stuff away, like the legend, the full legend we got, I think, for the first and second comp pass. But the 97 overalls do get 2 discounted abilities, but they are just the same 3 abilities that are discounted in 2 different slots. And it's very rare you're going to see, 2 meta abilities that are at a good discount out of the 3 abilities they like choose for the card. And then if they are good, it's an LTD. It's going to be going for 1.5 million coins. These Ultimate Legends aren't a part of any theme team whatsoever, so their card and them being relevant in the meta strictly comes down to abilities. And the 96 overalls get 1 discounted ability, and it's just, we're at the point right now where you kind of got to get 2 discounted abilities to be able to be better than the Super Bowl theme team. And eventually that's going to be the Team of the Year theme team, and that's going to be the Easter theme team. So it looks like Ultimate Legend, sadly, is going to be really, really irrelevant content for the rest of the year, unless you're just, it's more just fan service if you want these cards for a theme team, or you want them because your favorite player. Of course, pick them up. But in terms of, and I guess my thing was, I'm set is, Ultimate Legends, when they're really, really good, they impact the market on Saturday. They will crash the market at certain positions, but when the Ultimate Legend content is dead, that makes the weekends dead. And the weekends have been dead this entire year, except for cover athletes. Cover athletes on Sunday, they would drop, they are really good cards, the market would crash because of offers, but if Ultimate Legends can be mid, the market is not going to move, which sucks to say, because the weekends used to be spent the best time to make coins every single year in MUT, and this year, I guess it's not a bad thing, just take the weekend off for MUT and the market. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about for Ultimate Legends. That's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.